they come right out, and they're going to run this. They're going to run the first two plays of the game. They run right up the gut. And on this one, we're going to get Kittle coming across, and he's going to kick out the end man on the line of scrimmage, who is in the stand-up position right now. And you're going to see the thing to watch as you watch this one, especially if you watch from the end zone, you can see it. Wilson is 4 to 5 yards up the field before he even is touched. It's just great blocking all the way through. And you've got Juszczyk coming around also to help lead this through. So it's just really good all around.
Yeah. I love this play call from Kyle Shanahan and whoever drew this up. First thing I noticed about it, it's a counter play.
Yes. And
you got your counter step here and your two guys pulling around from the strong side to the weak side.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
And that little counter step it's basically, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. It's really like a counter trade, like the
yes.
used to run, except for they're doing it with their tight end and a fullback instead of the guards and tackles. But it's the same concept of blocking. You get the kick out from the first guy and you lead up the whole with the second.
That's right. And like the Niners have had a lot of trouble running against the Cardinals the last couple of years. And the Cardinals do a good job of setting the edge. So what do? Kick them out.
Yep,
and I just love when Kyle Shanahan's running the ball like this. Another thing I notice about him is the choices he makes. First down, running counter from the gun. Not something you would expect from him. It's subtle, but it's out of character and it works. And having these all year, what they've been having, these jet sweep blockers. It's kind of his signature as well. It's an interesting way to dress up a play that Joe Gibbs was running in the 80s.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. It's the 2020 spin of the same thing. And
good call.
And it just works really well, and they're able to just gouge him here on first down.
The offensive line looked really good in this game. I don't know if shotgun helped, but it couldn't hurt.
No, it couldn't hurt. No, it's definitely not hurting. But it's just they're just doing a really good job of everything with a lot of lead blocks and things like that. It's really good.
Arizona looked confused.
Yeah. The Niners, like you said, the Niners have had trouble running against them, and they really turned that around this week.
Absolutely. Okay. What's the next play?
Let's go ahead and jump to the next play. Actually, it's the same. It's the very next play at 9:29.
Okay.
Then, like I said, we're just setting the stage here for what this game was about.
Back in the gun.
Yeah, and this one they're going to be snapping it, so it's like a jet motion. Where when they're snapping it looks like it's going to be jet motion. Could be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of the same thing, but going back the other way.
It's power.
Yep. You got
check it out.
You got
your tight end over here. Boom. Yep.
It's all blocked in. You're going to get a really good block by Kittle right here. These first two blocks of the game are just huge. They just drive him. Look at that. He's all the way down to the center.
Yep. Terrific. Everyththing's just great. Yep.
Yeah. And Dwelly with a nice lead up through the hole as well.
Absolutely.
Just really good. Both those runs, we gained 14 yards. So the Niners gained 14 yards on those, and he's gained 10 yards before contact probably on both those plays.
Absolutely.
I think
it's cool. We start off with counter and power. It's a very Jim Harbaugh way to start the game, but you're just doing it from the gun with some window dressing.
Yep. And they come out and they run those couple of plays to start off with, and they're kind of got to move, and then this just rolled the next one too because this one kind of ends the drive in a way at 8:49.
Okay. This the one?
Yeah, this is it. And he's looking left. He's thinking that he's going to get Kittle. Kittle doesn't win, so he comes back to the middle and he hits Ayuk. This should be a completion. It's low, but this is the ball that Ayuk's got to catch. It's still low, about his knee level or so when he goes down to catch it. The thing that I saw in this one though was even though he's able to fit this in there, the better throw here is actually to Juszczyk.
Yeah, I saw that too. Juszczyk is trying to get his attention too with his waves at him.
Yeah, because if he gets this one to Juszczyk, then you get the catch and the run after. He's probably going to gain as much yardage with a safer throw.
I think Beathard looked pre-snap and he's like, Juszczyk on Patrick Peterson. Yeah, I'm going to look somewhere else.
Oh yeah,
but it just yeah.
He's got Kittle up there. It looks like he's in a man situation, so that's why he's choosing that one. But the linebacker drops right in there, and he has to come back to the other side and. I think really what it was, he just threw it to the first guy that he saw. He didn't really.
Absolutely. A little bit of a panic throw from a sideways platform. CJ Beathard throws some funky throws off of some funky platforms.
Yeah, his feet, and there's a couple of throws that we'll see as we go through this where his feet just aren't right, and that's part of why this one ends up where it does. He's kind of he's all stretched out with his legs and everything as he throws that ball.
Yeah.
But
So I know during the emotion of a game, watching the Niners win, you think, Beathard, what a great story. Bring him back next year. When you watch the tape, it's like, oof, I don't know. Maybe this was just a really good game by Kyle Shanahan. We'll see.
it was a real good game. I think the Beathard played pretty well for the most part. He's got a couple of clunkers in here, and this was one of them.
Yeah.
It should be a complete. There's a couple of what I should say. What I mean by that is there's a couple of plays that he completes that he got a little bit lucky on.
Yep.
And there's a couple of them that are drops that aren't his fault as well. So
Definitely.
it's kind of a mixed bag.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. So, okay, what's the next one?
And you're going to get what's going to happen here is you're going to get the guy up at the top is going to twist in. It's a really good concept on the blitz from the Cardinals. He's going to be the he's going to be the one that gets. He's one of the guys that gets the sack.
Yeah.
And this is a tough one. There's nowhere for Beathard to step. McGlinchey gets beat around the edge, but that's typical. I mean,
the problem with Brunskill, really.
Yeah, but the problem here is you've got Brunskill has a man that's right on top of his face.
Yeah.
So what the Cardinals have done, if you go back to the pre-snap look, so 58 is going to make School think that he's coming. He's actually in man coverage on McKinnon, so that's going to occupy him. The nose is going to occupy Brunskill, and the other two guys over here, 75 and 71, they're covered by 42. You get 44 looping around.
Yep, all the way. And now 60's blocking two people, basically.
And then on top of that, you've got the right tackle not able to hold his man up, so you're having to they're basically stuffing him right into the rush. It's a really good concept designed by the Cardinals defensive coordinator to force him.
You'd have to get 75 to bump him over, and there'd be a lot of teamwork right there. And the Niners don't exactly execute pass plays that well like that. That'd be tough. It's a tough one.
Yeah, and this is a play where if Beathard had tried to throw the ball, you get the same situation we got in Dallas the week before, because McGlinchey's unable to not have to always drive his man around. You almost never see him get a solid block at the line of scrimmage like you'll see Williams at times.
Actually, let's give Beathard credit for ducking and covering. 2 hands on the ball. They go for it here. They're reaching at it here. 2 hands on the ball. Actually, that's a really good play. He could have fumbled there. Yeah,
the fact that they didn't turn the ball over right there, that's a positive. Yep. If they had been able to just block this up a little bit better, he's got McKinnon wide open. He's got James coming open. They just there's just nowhere to go with the ball, though. There's too much chaos going on in the pocket.
No question. So that's 3rd down. So that's what you're trying to avoid. 3rd and 7, because this team isn't built. What team is built to convert 3rd and 7, really?
Yeah. Well, yes, but tough. If you had a better right tackle who isn't constantly forcing your quarterback to have to stop up, that's going to help.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would have to say that helped. That would help. Jeez. Okay.